Hi, this is Melanie Fainall here to tell you about Padlet. Padlet is it can be used both as asynchronous or synchronous online collaboration tool that allows ideas and things to just kind of be put on a board, almost like a Pinterest idea. Padlet, it can be found at padlet.com. It is free. There are a couple of packages that you can get, premium packages, business, called Padlet Business, or Padlet Jetpack for individual use, or they have Padlet Backpack for school use. And pretty much with those plans, it just gives you more security, more filtering, and some personalization features. But unless you don't really need those personalization features or added security, you can go right ahead and just get the free version. So the great thing about Padlet is I've seen it used in schools as a brainstorming tool. You could do a KWL, think, pair, share. You can also use it as an organizer. It's also a great way that you can reflect on things as well. So maybe students have read a chapter. They can reflect on maybe what happened or what the character could have done differently to change the course of events that happened. Or you could even keep it as a personal reflection tool for yourself on how your days are going or teaching skills. And it's also great for demonstrating mastery because students can go on here and you could put up a topic and you could have people debating both sides on what's going. And it's very student-led discussions. You could have the students create the questions, or you can put a very broad question and then have students post their answers to the question or even questions about the question as well. So I will show you how to use it. It's pretty simple. So you'll create an account. You can then create a Padlet, and you can give it a title. So this one will be like math problem. It doesn't make sense. And then you can give it a description if you want. We like to do brain sweat in 3rd grade, brain sweat problem. And then you can choose a layout. You can either do a freeform where students can move and change their things, or you as the administrator can move and change where the position of the notes are based off of maybe the responses. You can make it do a grid or a stream. It allows you also some features with picking your background. If you are doing a theme, it works great. If not, you can just pick something fun. Oh, I like the giraffe one for right now. Or sometimes they're a little busy. Now shell will look good. Alrighty. You could even add your own as well. And theme is just for the premium plans. You can add a symbol if you want. Show the authors. You can choose to show the author's name in post. For the kids using it, you don't really, they can type it in. And down here is where there's the Padlet. So you would post stuff for your students or do a QR code or something like that so your students can access that Padlet. Okay. And then you can change different settings. So you can make it private. You can make it password protected where people who only have the password are in there. Secret is if they have the code that they can access it, as well as public, then anybody can access it. And then you can also change the abilities that they can write, they can only read, they can only moderate, or you are the only administrator for it. And you can add contributors if you want to, similar to like Google Docs. Big thing you could do, remake. Students can go back in, change their answers, or if you want their answers once they click out of the button as is, then they have to just keep it that way. And then depending on who you're working with, if you want to monitor the post before they go public, you can have that option as well. Okay, you can start posting. The nice thing is all you do is just click the button and then it pops up, so you can put a title on there. So for mine as a teacher, I could type out my problem and put it up there, and then students can easily write things. Hi, how are you? They have the ability to add attachments such as audio and video. The only thing with that is that students can't record it, and then they have to record it separately, save it on the computer, and then upload it on there. It's not a simultaneous recording or audio. You can take a picture, like a selfie, and post it, but other than that, you can't do that. And then you can add attachments or documents as well. So what I did, and then it stores your Padlet. So I have an apple problem here because I would do this as a problem solving tool. So I would give my students a problem. So I have my Stacy with her apples problem. And what I'd have them do is I would have them either on a piece of paper, I'd have them on a piece of paper solve it first, and then I would have them share their answers along with an explanation. Now, if I do have students, they could put their name at the top, write what they did and how they solved it. And the nice thing is then they could take an iPad, take a picture of their work, and post it right on there. And then once you have the, the post, oops, let's see here. 4 green apples and 6 red apples. And then maybe this is Sue. Okay. And then me as a teacher, I can then click and drag, move it all over the place. So maybe Sue had 6 green apples and 4 red apples. Maybe Malachi had 5 red apples and 5 green apples. Actually, that one wouldn't work. I apologize with the base of the problem. But then you could sort them out by who got their answers and see if there's strategies were the same. You could see if there was patterns with anything, like looking at the different combinations. So it's a pretty easy tool to use that way. And the nice thing is then it also has a capability where students can take a picture and share their work as well. Well, this is my quick overview of Padlet. So thank you very much for watching, and hopefully you'll give it a try.